going to be pretty neat on the red side. 8-bit Ninja in blue.
All right, so now we're going to be seeing players that we've seen in the past. You do have Pretty Neat playing the German armored character here, the lady. And we have 8-bits going back to the same kind of unit, Gallen's division, the German infantry unit.
I think both characters really have a good balance. But this map is the one that you can place all the tanks in the middle of those big houses, big buildings, but and all the artilleries would actually shoot across from them. Even if they don't have the exactly sight on it, Kopal Mine is just acts in that way because they're still in range.
Yeah, and you notice that there are a total of 6 towers on each side. So there's gonna be the main lanes, and we have the side lanes as well. So we'll see what they decide to focus on. Look at this, already Pretty Neat. We can see that Pretty Neat's units are in front of the side of Ninja's side entrance instead. And oh my gosh, look at all these motorcycles ganging up on that artillery, and it does go down.
Yes, using all that speed and actually not crazy amount of money. And having few staying alive, that's the key, I think, because you do want to have at least one unit on that X mark for that airdrop.
Yes, we do.
It is a different map where you actually have the 2 lanes twisted, and the opponent side will actually meet your spawning troop in the middle, but you can also have tanks going to your other lane, which is the opponent's lane.
Exactly, and right now you see Pretty Neat once again going for the troop producing infantry unit here. 5 of them placed down. Same goes for Ninja though. He's responding with 4 infantry trucks and 1 bazooka truck as well. So we have seen this in round 1 and 2 as well, where we see the basic troop units being placed for the basic unit productions, and then they work with the extra units. But look at this. The crazy artillery Hummel coming from Pretty Neat. This is another character that I love playing. So much artillery units. I was talking to you about this before we got in, and I said German armored character is the one I like because they have, well, artillery tanks are basic, but artillery Hummel, the Hummer that carries all the extra artillery, is just crazy. It has range, it has firepower. So right now, Pretty Neat is playing the character that I love. We'll see how he decides to roll with this.
The half-track does require a lot of control, but once you can actually have your attention on it, you can get a lot of value out of it.
Look at this. Pretty Neat once again in front of Ninja's base doing some damage. Ninja just trying to destroy these tanks on the side.
So there are 2 lanes, one with Twisted, and the other one that goes all the way around all the buildings. Where do you want to focus? Let's see, Pretty Neat so far. Focusing on the one that comes around from the other side, not the Twisted DNA looking lane.
DNA. But yeah, we do see Pretty Neat trying to defend. He has been had the control. Look at that. Oh, artillery Hummel. Look at that. That's just like, I think 4 to 5 shots, artillery shots, just coming all at once. That's just crazy. I love that unit. That's actually pretty expensive though, so you want to keep that alive.
Exactly what you're looking for.
All right, here we go. This is the other side lane where Pretty Neat has been pressuring. You can see the tower damage already on the side and on the other, both lanes actually on the side of Ninja. Look at one of the towers already down.
This game can get really fast because of all those free troops going directly to the towers. Once you remove the pressure from the opponent, it will just go straight up. But it's likely going to be the one at the center, and the center ones get shot from a lot more towers than just 2. But still a big accomplishment, starting from Pretty Neat already in 5 minutes.
All right, here we go. This is where the troops meet.
because there are a lot of medium tanks coming out from Pretty Neat, like the Tiger, Ninja wants to bring down that destroyer once again and make sure he moves on from this loser's round.
All right, here we go. Ninja producing a lot of the anti-tanks, the tank destroyers. As long as they are able to focus on the artillery Hummel, that they are doing their jobs. But if they get destroyed by the artillery, because the artillery plus the artillery Hummel that I was talking about coming from Pretty Neat, they have that massive range and they have the ability to shoot that uphill, the up terrain behind the building, over the building. So as long as Ninja is able to place these tank destroyers right, he can benefit from it, but Pretty Neat, like I said, ooh, okay.
Yes, the tank destroyers can take many shots from the artillery. So that's exactly why you bring it, take a few shots, but you can one-shot the artillery, you can compare though.
2 artilleries here with the backup tank, but just gets destroyed. Yeah, one shot. I'm telling you.
The cost difference. The tank destroyers it cost a lot, but they do great amount of damage. Few more artilleries are being set up.
All right, so Pretty Neat was doing actually pressuring 8-Bit Ninja early game. We were talking about how I think it was like 4 minutes and like 40 or 50 seconds where Pretty Neat got the first tower down, but ever since then, Ninja was able to produce those anti-tanks and tank destroyers. Pretty Neat is getting pushed back here.
You can have a few small ones, the Panzers, to defend the troops are here. But it's not going to survive for a long time. Also have the air war going through. Still, 8-Bit Ninja focusing a little more, having 5 of those fighter BF-109.
Alright. Well, you just saw Ninja having those tank destroyers shooting at the mini troops, the foot soldiers. And, unfortunately for tank destroyers, if those shots don't land, they don't do damage. You can see that right now. It shoots so fast, so if it doesn't land on the foot soldiers, they'll just walk past. But they are strong against tanks and big units, so we'll see if keeping these alive will benefit Ninja later on in the game.
Yeah, once they stop for the towers, they will get hit. But the pressure from the air will be the critical part, because those tank destroyers, I think Ninja's just stacking up for a big attack. So far, Pretty Neat. Can have some answers against it. Has a lot more troops spawning inside the base. We see 7. Oh, now just got down to 5.
Right. Well, the cargo's coming down. You heard the radio. We'll see who takes that cargo for that extra money. We hear the plane. The parachute is dropping. There we go, and it seems like Pretty Neat will get the extra money. And this time around, we don't see any money wasted, even though he got the cargo, because Pretty Neat was able to spend everything before he got that. So he's going to be producing a little bit more units. We hear the nuke.
Pretty Neat did lose a lot.
Boom. I don't know. I think we did see the nuke come from Pretty Neat to Ninja, but it seems like it only hit one tank, unfortunately. I think he could have hit the towers and the tanks, or the troop truck at least.
Those are some possibilities where Pretty Neat lost basically most of the tanks and all the planes in the air again. So Ninja does have stacked on paper. Stacked numbers in paper on the right bottom. You can read what's going on exactly. 5 destroyer, 1 dive bomber. Even doing some damage inside of the base. Suicide mission, but as long as you're keeping damage, and Ninja's going in, some damage, chipping into the tower now. That's one tank destroyer hitting it.
Oh, and the bazooka unit coming in as well. Unfortunately for Pretty Neat, he only has the basic infantry trucks for support.
The Tiger got 1 hit, but not enough to go against the tank destroyer. Ninja stacked these up for this entire game to go all in, and it's working.
It definitely is working. Fortunately for Ninja, he has the troop units and the bazooka troop trucks. Pretty neat, unfortunately, does not have the bazooka truck, so he has to only be producing the regular foot soldiers with the troop trucks, and that might be backfiring for him because the bazooka units are getting rid of them easily.
Even the dive bombers, Ninja has a lot more
Oh my
of
gosh.
things to actually waste, so you can actually kind of just throw down one bomb from the dive bomber, and then make sure these are connecting on the other side. Towers are going down.
Oh,
This is
4
great
towers
amount
down.
of damage.
Just getting pressured from all sides.
Pretty neat. Seems like does not really have an answer against it.
Yeah, so we noticed the first round, the first 2 games we saw was only 1 lane, but this is 3 lanes we see. So if you lose control over one and you're forced to defend the other one, and your opponent goes to another lane to pressure that while you're defending your first lane that you were trying to defend,
That was the
this is
last
what's gonna
tower.
happen.
That was the last tower. Ninja's moving into the base of Pretty Neat. Units going in. Tanks are moving out.
Oh gosh, already attacking the main base,
And
the command
base
center.
is taking too much damage. Seems like this is going to be game. And Ninja moving out from the winner's match.
Despite a few setbacks, he easily rolled over
Wow.
an enemy on the battlefield.